Hi, this is Shane Jackson. Recently had a conversation with Wonya Lucas, the CEO of Crown Media Family Networks and also the niece of Hank Aaron. In our conversation, Wonya talked about something that she learned from her uncle and the rest of her family, which is an idea that she said, your good fortune isn't just yours. There's a lot of wisdom in her comments, and I hope you enjoy them. You say your good fortune isn't just yours.
Mhm.
Which is really I think, putting a perspective on all of your life, right? And beyond what you're achieving, what you're earning, what's the ultimate point of that good fortune that you have received and or that you've experienced. And there's a lot of maturity, I think, in being able to even contemplate something like that, much less being able to live as if it's true. So maybe you can just kind of talk about, like, where did this come from for
Sure.
you and how does this show up in your life?
Sure. Well, I grew up here in Atlanta, as you mentioned, and I was taught by my parents to whom much was given, much is required. And both my parents came from really humble beginnings, and I'm being kind when I say humble. And they were both first generation college grads, and they both achieved first. So my father was the first African American general manager in baseball for the Braves. So the Braves that was a family affair. Um,
Right.
and um, and my mother was a teacher for 30 years, and when she retired, she joined a corporate media board, and so she was the first African American woman to be on a corporate media board. And so, I just had a really high bar. But that being said, not just about their professional accomplishments, because of where they came from, they really taught us at a very young age to give back, and to not just to give money, but to physically give back into the community. And so I remember being a young child and working in the Summerhill community where the stadium was with my dad. So that's the lesson that I learned early from them. And so today, the way I give back and give of myself is I'm involved in a number of boards, and usually I focus on children, I focus on education and health. Those are the areas that are really important to me, because when I think of the disparities that exist, if my parents were born today, would they have the opportunities that they had today? And so I focus on everything from the Children's Museum of Atlanta, I'm on that board. The Children's Hospital of Atlanta, I'm on that board. The West Side Future Fund, really involved in the programming committee that's deeply connected to the Atlanta public school system, which I am a product of. And so it's more than just sitting on the board, it's also working with the community to really ensure that we see progress for kids, particularly underserved kids or kids in need. So that's how I give back.
Well, it's wonderful, and I love, just frankly, the fact that you have this life view. And one of the phrases I heard a long time ago, I just love, is that we drink the water from wells that we didn't dig,
Mhm.
right? And as you just said, if but for the people that came before us and the work that they did that enabled us to do what we are doing today, to have received the education that we received, to be able, all those sorts of things, that if they hadn't done that, we wouldn't be able to do what we are today. We owe a great debt of gratitude to those people. And just like that, we owe that to not only the current generation and the next generation.